Hey, what up, my dogs? Got us a little track review type video here on a straight rhythm track on Supercross 3. So this is made by KIAZ Prod. I don't even know how to say your name, whatever. Sorry, I don't want to butcher it. So you can see dude's name, trying to give him a little shout out here. Just wanted to show people who made the track. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, just letting you guys know, I'm still uploading like crazy, still doing, 1 to 2 uploads a day. So I got on there and looked at my analytics. I think I have like 18% of my subs actually have my notification bell turned on for my channel. So I know there's still probably a few of you guys out there that don't have the notification bell turned on. And I'm not saying you have to or anything. Like I'm just saying, definitely when I'm uploading a lot like this and you're wanting to get all my notifications, you want to make sure and actually have that bell turned on for that, because YouTube gets real funky with that and they don't send out all the notifications. I've had multiple people tell me they're not even getting all my notifications. So, yeah, either way, just letting you guys know that's definitely an aspect to look at. But yeah, dude, straight rhythm track on Supercross 3. So I always thought this would be pretty cool. You always think of like what kind of these certain tracks can you make in these milestone track editors, and all these different ideas start kind of running through your mind. And it's like, I thought about this before I even saw any of this, believe it or not. I thought like, man, could you actually make a straight rhythm track? I don't know how that would work, but obviously it's not going to work like quite like you would think a straight rhythm track would be, because obviously you have to, like, the track's got to match back up and actually make a loop in this game. You can't just like make a track that's like a run. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. It would be cool at some point if Milestone kind of gave you the ability to sort of free up that creativity to the point to where you didn't necessarily have to make your track like quote-unquote finish, or they gave you ability to make like run tracks where it was like point A to point B. You didn't have to actually make it like do laps. That would be kind of cool. I feel like they could do that pretty easily in there, but, and then you could make cool straight rhythm tracks, and it would kind of open up the door to make all kinds of different stuff. So I just think that would only help the game, them adding different cool ability to do different stuff like that in there. So either way, yeah, that's about probably as good as you can make a straight rhythm track on, Supercross. And then also getting into like being able to make your custom tracks on an outdoor area where you got a little bit more length to really make a true straight rhythm track, right? There's a few little more elements they could have in the game to where you could really more so make it, because this is about the only way you can do this to have any amount of length to even make anything remotely like a straight rhythm. You basically have to go from corner to corner on the biggest stadium, custom track stadium in the game, and still, yet, it's still not really like a straight rhythm distance-wise, It's about like maybe like half of a straight rhythm distance-wise, or like 3/4 of the distance of like a normal Red Bull straight rhythm, So it's kind of hard to capture the vibes of some of that stuff, but I certainly think Milestone can improve massively with their next game as far as the track editor and a lot of different stuff like that with it. Certainly think they can really improve on a lot of elements, just like where you can build your tracks and stuff like that. Yeah, you can pop off in this game coming up short on something, you idiots that are saying that you can't. Yeah, so either way, I just, wanted to come in here and check this out. Thought this was kind of cool. Cool seeing different cool stuff. And it would also be cool if you could do, like, make your own custom tracks that are, like, little challenge things. Like, make, like, actual elevation, make hills, put, like, objects down, all that kind of stuff. But a big thing that would massively help the track editor right now that I really don't think would be that hard to do is like being able to just make your track on other things other than just the stadium areas, like actual full-blown outdoor areas, like how the training SX tracks are, or like in a Daytona environment. You know what I mean? You would just imagine being able to make like a Supercross track in the Supercross track editor on like a Daytona infield. You would just imagine being able to do that, and then being able to have like, there is no real like mogul type actual, what the hell word am I looking for, bro? I'm trying to think of the word they actually called it. Module. There's not actually a like little roughness mogul modules, so it'd be really hard to make an actual Daytona, even if they gave you the ability to make a track in like a Daytona infield. But I think that would be massive for the track editor if they gave you that ability to start doing that. But either way, this track's decent. Not really a whole lot negative to say about it. Couple of okay lines, not like super complex or anything, but yeah, either way, it's just kind of crazy that you can kind of sort of roundabout way almost have a straight rhythm track here. It's like a kind of like more of just a straight loop straight, right? But still yet, that's, it's kind of crazy you can have something like this in here. So I just think there is a plethora of other things they can put into their track editor to really start giving you more of a feel. So either way, I just wanted to come in here and kind of explain that, talk about that a little bit, and then it opens up the doors for hybrid tracks and everything. And a brother, when you start opening up the doors to that track editor, really starts letting you have a lot of stuff. So this guy didn't really do like, speed checks or like, I don't even think there's really like an actual long whoop section. There's a little one up here, right here, but you can kind of jump over that if you jump that right. So, yeah, this is not really like a lot of the normal rhythms of like you would think of on a straight rhythm track. This is more like I guess it's got a little whoop section right here too. But, he doesn't really have like speed checks anywhere, or this is really just like a super narrow circle normal Supercross track more than it is like a straight rhythm design track. And I understand it's hard to really make like a true straight rhythm because he's not got enough length to be able to really make a true straight rhythm track here. So, but I just wanted to point that out. It's not like you're really hitting like, speed checks and getting like the dual turning kind of dual turn sand section kind of I think that was the very first year they did the straight rhythm where they had that sand section where it like kind of broke off into two completely separate parts of the track there. One went to the far left, one went to the far right, and you whichever side you're on, you had to go one side or the other. There's all these things that are kind of like straight rhythm specific type rhythms and sections, and this track just doesn't really feel a lot like those kind of rhythms. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just really hard to do that when you're so limited in the track editor. So, like, I understand it, but it's just something I wanted to kind of point out there a little bit. So yeah, either way, it kind of feels weird like hitting a main triple and then going into a corner on a straight rhythm track. It just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's a straight rhythm, called a straight rhythm track in the game, but really it's not really a straight rhythm track. You know what I'm saying? Not long, nowhere near long enough. It's got two corners on it. The start straight, when you're not in time trial, you're going to have to come around here and actually hit this. Like from, the start is not starting and then just going straight, which I think would have been smarter to do, but then you would have wasted like half of your straight, so then you would have had even less length of the straight rhythm. You know what I mean? I think he could have got more length out of that too. He kind of cut that off a little bit weird there, a little short there, but either way, it's just one of those kind of goofy little side things like, let's just see if we can make a straight rhythm type kind of sort of track in Supercross 3. So you can't really, dog on the dude too much. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.